This is a movie in which Michael Caine plays, as you saw, a retired magician, and he's gone to live in a kind of hospice. The little boy's parents, for some strange reason, have decided that they will make their living by taking in elderly people. And the Michael Caine character is frankly he's beginning to lose it a little bit. He slips in and out of dementia, but he forms this extraordinary bond with the young boy who's very lonely. Growing up, surrounded by elderly, dotty people is perhaps not the ideal environment for a child, and the movie really centers around the relationship of the two of you, right?
Yes, I regarded the movie as a sort of hill where the little boy lives in here, and every time he makes a friend, of course, they die. They're very old people. And so he goes looking for their spirits with a camera and a torch and a tape recorder, and he can't find them. And the magician comes, which is me, and helps him to find the spirits that he can't find. You don't ever see that. But what it is it's like a hill. I take the little boy up to becoming a happy little boy, and he takes me down the hill to my ending. And this relationship is quite an extraordinary one. If you say to someone, it's a film about an old people's home, and I die of Alzheimer's, they go, oh, blimey, I want to see that. And you go, no, wait a minute, it's very funny, and it's very touching, and it's a lot better than that, but that's why I'm here trying to sell it, because it's not... It's not the Dark Knight, So, and it is a piece of work that, as I said, I'm my own most severe critic, and it's one of the few pieces of work where I've been completely satisfied with what I did. Other actors could play it better, but I couldn't play it better, and so I'm very happy with that.
It seems to me it's a very brave performance in certain ways. You were talking about how at a certain point in your career, you cease to be a leading man and you begin to take character parts. And in this film, you play a man who's sometimes unkempt, and you play a man who gets dotty, and in some ways, you play all the terrifying things that we all have in store for us. And is that hard to do?
Yeah, but it's easy for me because I think they're all in store for everybody else except me. So I didn't mind playing them. I mean, I'm going, this is what's going to happen to you, not what's going to happen to me. So it was all right. But I do eventually die of Alzheimer's, and there is an extraordinarily sad side to this, that one of my closest friends, who was also my tailor, he actually made this jacket, he died of Alzheimer's while I was filming it. Oh. So by the time I got there, I'd had 4 or 5 years of Alzheimer's anyway, so I knew, what it was all about. And so by the time I got there, I knew exactly what to do, because I watched Doug Hayward was his name, and I watched Dougie, and I knew exactly how it was. And I'll tell you, it was a funny thing. A little while ago, someone said to me, Einstein had a description of the first stages of Alzheimer's. And he said it was the failure to recognize sarcasm. And I thought, well, wait a minute. And I remember sitting at a table with Dougie with a few friends, and someone saying something a little, and I was thinking, why did you say that to Dougie? And then I looked at Dougie, and he didn't get it. And that obviously was the first time, but I took no notice. Maybe he didn't hear what he said or didn't understand, didn't get the sarcasm. But when I heard that thing about what Einstein said, I suddenly remembered that.